What if I told you one of the best decks in Pokemon Pocket had no EXs? Introducing Lycanroc Rampardos. This is currently my favorite deck to play and also perfect for low rarity requirements and solo missions. Being both wildly consistent and able to hit big for little energy cost, this deck is quickly shaking up the meta. Let's go ahead and run through the card by card to explain how this deck works, starting off with the only basics in this deck, Rockruff. We do have 2 copies of Rockruff. Rockruff you will always get in your hand. You put in the active spot, Signs of Evolution, you put a random card that evolves from Rockruff from your deck into your hand. That is going to always get you Lycanroc on turn 2. Lycanroc is pretty cool. It's 2 energy for Bloodfang. It does 50 damage base, but if your opponent's active Pokemon has more HP than Lycanroc, it does 100. So it's potentially hitting for 100. It's a great matchup for some big beefy EXs that go into the active spot to stall. This card does work. But meanwhile, while we're setting all that to get set, we are looking for Rampardos. We want to build Rampardos on the bench. For those of you who don't know, Rampardos is a GOAT, dude. It is 1 energy, 130 damage for head smash. The only downside is if you knock out a Pokemon with this move, you do 50 damage to yourself, but we got cards in here to make it work. Going into our trainer cards, we have 1 Pokeball because we only have 2 basic Pokemon. We only need the 1 Pokeball. We have 1 Pokecom, just in case we do have 2 Rockruffs or 2 Lycanrocs, and we have the Skull Fossil on our bench. We're searching for that Rampardos to rare candy up. We are running the 2 copies of rare candy to use on the Skull Fossil, and yes, Skull Fossil counts as a basic Pokemon. You know why Skull Fossil counts as a basic Pokemon? Well, I'll tell you why Skull Fossil counts as a basic Pokemon. Let's read the very first line. Play this card as if it were a 40 HP basic Pokemon. That's why Skull Fossil counts as a basic Pokemon. Anyway, I've also got 2 copies of Giant Cape, 2 copies of the Professor's Research, 1 Cyrus, 1 Iono, 1 Red, and 1 Lily. This deck is absolutely nuts. I love it so much, but let's go ahead, hop into a battle, and I can show you guys exactly why this deck is dominating the meta. Alright, here we go. Going second, perfect. Absolutely perfect for this deck. And we've got a third of the Rampardos combo. We got our Rockruff going up against Cosmog. Okay, Solgaleo with your Steel Energy, Metal Energy, sorry. I always do that. I mess up TCG and VGC energies. And I'm gonna probably always do that. Professor, what'd you get? The Golden Pokeball. I'm chasing that. I am chasing the Golden Pokeball. I'm so jealous that you have that. You got all these fancy cards, bro. Skarmory in the back on the bench. Rocky Helmet on the Skarmory. Okay. So you're going to teleport out into Skarmory next turn, which is fine. Go ahead, use the Pokeball, get our other Rockruff. We only have the 1 Pokeball for this reason. Professor, if you can get us a Skull Fossil, I'd be very happy. Skull Fossil, or you drew us into Professor, and a Lily. Okay, you know what? I'm not mad at it. We'll go ahead and Signs of Evolution, get our Lycanroc into our hand. There he is. And we do have another Professor. Deck is shuffled. I imagine they're going to put their energy on Cosmog, teleport out into Skarmory. Skarmory's going to come forward. He's probably got Solgaleo in his hand, but he doesn't have rare candy. So, and there's our rare candy. We need this Professor to come through for us. Let me see a Skull Fossil, please. There it is. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor. You are so good to us. So we're in a good spot. We are going to go ahead and Lycanroc up. We are going to go... We can't do that because we put the Skull Fossil down. We can... Yeah. We can evolve next turn, so we're good. Go ahead and Bloodfang. We will do 20 back to ourselves. He has the potential to do 50. Well, that's fine. We're just hoping he doesn't have a rare candy to evolve that Solgaleo in his hand. Or evolve into that Solgaleo in his hand, because you know he has it. He's thinking. He's thinking hard. Alright, so he's going to hit for 50. Alright, that leaves us with 10 HP. We're just gonna go ahead and rare candy into the Rampardos. We didn't have to show that we had this yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and just set the bench, just so he knows. We don't really need anything else, so we will set the second Lycanroc as well. Yeah, Cosmoan can't attack either. So yeah, this is fine if we do this. It'll leave us at 10 HP. It'll make it so if he can rare candy into that Solgaleo, he's gonna have to attack into Lycanroc. Either way, I mean, if he has like a Sabrina or something, we can just switch out into the other Lycanroc. So Solgaleo is gonna have to do 10 back to itself at least once. I think its HP is 170. Is he 170 base? Giant Cape is 190. If we can get the first hit in with Rampardos, we'll be in good shape. He definitely got the rare candy with that. He had to have gotten the rare candy. No way, brother. No way, brother. Tell me it ain't so. Tell me you're not going out like this, dude. Maybe he does have it. Maybe he's thinking ahead. Oh, Skarmory on the bench. He's gonna teleport out into Skarmory again? Alright. Rocky Helmet, you say? Okay, so that's 50. I think it's important that we keep Rampardos alive, so I'm going to go ahead and Lycanroc up. There's a red, that's good. I'm going to drop an energy on Lycanroc, because I do want to attack with it next turn. He can't really do anything. He is going to be able to hit per 50. But if he gets us low enough, we'll be able to take Skarmory out with one hit. So, we need to save this Rampardos for Solgaleo. Waiting for him to return, so he might have rage quit out. Oh no, he's back. He's back. Cosmoan. Alright, so now we're going to be able to take Skarmory out with one hit. We are going to be able... we will drop that Skull Fossil. We are going to be able to... That'll leave us with 30. He can't do anything. We are going to be able to get the first hit on Solgaleo with Rampardos, no matter what, at this point. So I think, unless he's got something crazy, I think we might win this one. And this is Solgaleo. This is what many people are considering to be the top tier deck. I've never been worried about a Solgaleo deck in my life. Not with this, not with, you know, the Charizard deck I was running last video. I've never been worried about a Solgaleo deck. It might, you know, it might make you, pucker up a little bit, and he conceded. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Solgaleo ain't got nothing on Lycanroc Rampardos. The MVP right there. We are back here in the recap. As you guys saw from the battle, this deck is super consistent, super hard hitting, and honestly, super easy to pilot. This is a great beginner deck. If you're looking to get into competitive play and you don't really know how to do it yet, or don't really know how to deck build, or if you're looking to up the ante in your local matches with your friends, I highly recommend playing this deck. Even if it's not this exact one-for-one copy, I highly recommend playing a Rampardos deck because it is awesome. But that is going to do it for today's video. If you made it all the way through, comment down below, let me know what changes you would make to the deck. But until next time, this has been Griefus saying later.